from BeingMommywithStyle and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm very excited. It is time to put on our mini ears once again, and we are headed back to Walt Disney World on our next family vacation. So today I thought we would sit and talk a little bit about our plans for our Disney vacation. And Disney planning, I think, is a big part of the fun. I get a lot of enjoyment out of planning our vacations, going through all the different options, figuring out what we're going to do each day, figuring out what we can do on our trip to make it feel different. So I'm going to share what our plan is for our upcoming trips so you know what to expect in the videos and what to look forward to. And definitely let me know down in the comments if you have any video requests as well. So first things first, I'm going to pull up the My Disney Experience app, and you have all of the information that you need right in this app. It has our stay. I'll be able to unlock our door with this app. I'm also going to be using the Magic Mobile app on my phone, where I can actually use my Apple Watch to unlock the door. So I'm really excited about that now that I have an Apple Watch. So there's a lot of applications that you can use these programs for. We're also going to be using the Play Disney Parks app quite a bit. We're planning in Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are doing droids and we're doing lightsabers, and we just have a really exciting plan for our Disney's Hollywood Studios day. So that day we're planning on pretty much being on Batu most of the day, but we thought we would use the Disney Parks Play app that day as well. So we will take you along for all that. But let's start back at the beginning, and we are going to be driving. We are pretty close driving distance. In Alabama, we're about 10-ish hours away. So it's definitely a, very doable drive within one day. And a lot of times we do drive it in one day. But you'll see in the upcoming videos, we actually decided on both sides of the trip to divide it up into 2 driving days. We had the extra time, it's the summer, we're not in a rush, and we really felt like we didn't want to wear ourselves out driving, trying to push to get down there really quickly. And then same thing on the return trip back. You are tired, you've been in the theme parks all week long, and we just felt like we wanted to break up the trip on the way back. So on the way down, we thought we'd do a fun stop somewhere we've been wanting to go. We're gonna go to World of Coca-Cola in Atlanta. This is the first time that our family has visited there. We're gonna just do a road trip stop there, and then we're staying at a hotel that's just a little bit down the road, and then going on into Florida. So that'll be the first couple travel days, and we'll just do a little mini vlog that day. Then we're arriving in Florida. It'll be a much shorter drive, just a few hours on that second day, which is great. And we are hopefully going to arrive at a resort around like 2 or 3 p.m. depending on, what time we get up and all of that. Check-in time is 3 p.m. I did put in on the app that we were planning on arriving a little bit earlier. So if our room's ready early, we can go drop our things off, and we're staying at the Beach Club Resort right there in the Epcot area. So I'm really excited about staying there because it's summer, it's hot. The pool there is amazing, and we are really planning on spending a lot of time at the resort and just really trying to make the most of the resort. So this is really a more resort-focused trip, even though we have 4 park days at all the different theme parks. So on our first day, we'll check in. We'll probably try to go to the pool. We'll probably try to they have crafting activities on every single day, and I've already looked up the June schedule online. I'm in a lot of different Disney planning groups that really helps me kind of plan ahead and know the schedules for the resorts and all those sorts of things. So I was already able to look up the resort schedule before leaving, and I know that on the day we arrive, they're going to be doing the Mickey tie-dye t-shirts. So the girls will hopefully be able to do those poolside, and then we have a dinner on the boardwalk that evening at Torre al Forno. Now, we've had breakfast there before, but we haven't eaten any other meals, and we haven't eaten dinner there before, so I'm excited about trying that. So very low-key kind of first day at Disney. Then on our first theme park day, our first full Disney day, we are heading to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and this is a super blockbuster day. So I'm so excited about this day. So on our Disney's Hollywood Studios day, we have a lot of Star Wars things planned. So our family, we're huge Star Wars fans, and every single night, for the most part, we're watching the Clone Wars series. We've gone through, we watched Rebels, we've watched all the movies from beginning to end, but we're really trying to go back and fill those gaps in the story. So we're huge fans of all of that. We're watching that with the girls right now. So we're very into Star Wars right now. We're very immersed in the stories. So Batuu is going to be a big part of our trip this time. So in the morning, we're planning on making droids, and both the girls have an appointment for that. So they're gonna get to make their own droid, pick out the pieces. We'll probably get like, there's little backpacks that you can carry them around in. I anticipate we may end up with those unless they just want to carry it in a sack or something. I don't know, we'll see what happens. You know how it goes with kids, sometimes you just don't know. But we have that appointment in the morning, and then we have the middle of the day to do activities. Something that is also new on this trip is Natalie is now 48 inches. So she is tall enough to ride kind of the coaster level rides, and she wants to ride Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time ever. I'm super excited about this. I love Rock and Roller Coaster, so I will be her roller coaster buddy. But it's definitely an interesting change because we're so used to her being more on the shorter side, and now she's finally kind of gotten to the height range where she can ride these big rides and she loves them. So we're gonna try to do Rock and Roller Coaster. We love Star Tours. We know for sure we're gonna be doing that. I was very excited because the one dining reservation that I wanted to get in Disney's Hollywood Studios was at Sci-Fi Dine-In for dinner, and I got that. I actually got it on my birthday, so it was like a great birthday gift. But we got the Sci-Fi Dine-In reservation. That's the one where you go in and you're sitting in kind of like, the tables are shaped like cars, and then you're watching like old sci-fi movies up on the screen. And so it's just kind of a really fun, immersive experience. I've always waited to do this one until the girls were a little bit older, but I feel like they're the right ages now at 9 and 11 to do this one. So I'm excited to see what everyone thinks. Then in the evening, we'll be spending more time in Batuu, and my husband has an appointment to make a lightsaber. So he's super excited about this. He's done tons of research. He's planning on getting some extra kyber crystals and kind of extra goodies to do with that. But his appointment's actually after the park closes. So it's gonna make it really interesting to see what all that entails. If we can get a second appointment, I may actually make one as well, but right now we only have one appointment, so we'll see if another one opens up. But it should be a really fun ending to the evening, and we should hopefully be able to get some really cool pictures of him in Batuu with his new lightsaber that he just made, and it'll be dark at that point because his appointment is fairly late. It's like at 8:45 at night, and the park supposedly closes at 8. So we'll see how that works out. But that is our first full theme park days. As you can tell, it is like jam-packed, full of fun, mostly Star Wars on that day. So that's a lot of what we'll be doing on our Hollywood Studios day. The next day, we're heading to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is one of our favorite theme parks. So we just really love the vibe there. We love everything there is to do there. We love the animal watching. We love the exhibits. We like the rides. So normally what we do when we get there is we head straight back to the Kilimanjaro safaris. So that's probably the first thing we'll do. We have been there when it's been raining before too, and there is a chance of rain this day on our trip. We're actually really excited about that because when it's raining, the animals tend to be outside more and kind of like roaming around. You can see them doing a little bit more. So we're kind of actually excited that there's a chance of rain on the day that we're gonna be at Animal Kingdom. We have a pretty low-key day planned. We usually just kind of tour around. We'll probably try to go out to the conservation station this time, try some of the treats. We love going to Dino Land, and both kids want to ride Expedition Everest on this trip, so we will go ride that as well. In the evening, we have a dinner reservation at the end of the night at Yak and Yeti, and this is exciting because we tried the quick service Yak and Yeti, but we've been wanting to try the sit-down restaurant. I was able to grab some dining reservations for the restaurant, and my whole family is excited about giving that a try. So I'm looking forward to it. I hear a lot about it. It's supposed to be amazing. So we will definitely be doing a video of that and share what we thought, what we ordered, what we loved, and all of that as well. So that's gonna be our Disney's Animal Kingdom day. Animal Kingdom closes a little bit earlier, so I anticipate we'll probably, depending on how long it takes us to get from the theme park back to our resort, we'll probably have time to go hang out at the pool for a little bit that evening as well. So we have a lot of pool time built in, and we're bringing multiple swimsuits. So that is our second Disney park day. On our third Disney park day, we are going to Epcot. And we're excited about going to Epcot because it's during the Flower and Garden Festival, which is one of my favorite festivals to go to. I will be definitely getting some of the violet lemonade, and you can get a pineapple promenade. I'm just gonna be making a beeline for that stand. But we're actually going to be coming in, since we're staying at Beach Club, over at the International Gateway Gate, which is right there between France and over on the England side over there. It's really easy to get on over there, and I kind of like that because you're coming in right at the World Showcase. So that's how we'll enter that day. We're coming over from Beach Club. Epcot opens a little bit later, so we have a breakfast that morning at Cape May Cafe. Now, the characters aren't back, so it's just gonna be a regular breakfast, but we'll still go ahead and video it for you so you can see what this new experience is. They just reopened, so it's, you know, fairly new since it was reimagined, we'll say. So we'll go to breakfast, we'll head over to Epcot, and then head straight in, and I'm sure probably the first thing I'll do is either go to France and buy a macaron or go to the Pineapple Promenade stand and get a violet lemonade. The thing that everyone agreed that they wanted to do is we all want to ride Soarin' that day, so we'll definitely ride Soarin'. And then Test Track is also a family favorite. We want to, you know, kind of have some time to wander around the World Showcase and kind of take all of that in. We have lunch at the San Angel Inn, and that is over in the Mexico Pavilion inside, where it's kind of like dark and it feels like it's night outside, like you're walking through a street market in the middle of the evening. I have always loved being in there. And the Grand Fiesta Tour boat ride that's in the back of that, one of my favorite hidden gems at Walt Disney World. So we'll go on that boat ride for sure too, but we're having lunch there, and we're excited because we've gone through there a number of times. We've always said, oh, it'd be really great to grab a meal in there, but we're actually doing it this trip. So I'm looking forward to that one. That is one of my favorite types of foods, so I think it's gonna be a really fun time all around. And then after lunch, we're kind of thinking what we'll do is we'll go back to the resort, get a little bit of pool time since we're right there at Epcot, and then change, get cleaned up, and then head back into Epcot for dinner. Now for dinner that night, we're planning on just doing a little bit of grazing around the World Showcase. So this is our plan, since there's so many like stands and fun things out for the Flower and Garden Festival. We're just gonna go from stand to stand, and that is what we're gonna do for dinner that night. We're just gonna do a grazing dinner. This is kind of like our family's preferred method of eating anyways, so we're all looking forward to that as well. There have been a couple tests of fireworks recently at Epcot, so I'm not planning on anything happening while we're there. However, if something does, that would be amazing. We're right over in the Epcot area, and I have seen that they're setting up a lot of the different components for Harmonious, so we'll definitely check those out as well. Epcot is open fairly late that evening, and I don't know if we'll stay all the way till closing, but we'll probably stay fairly late since we've taken a midday break, and then we will head back to our resort and get some rest for our next park day, which is Magic Kingdom. So we like ending at Magic Kingdom because it's kind of like the quintessential Disney theme park, and one of our favorite theme parks to go to as well. So we're ending our kind of theme park trip there. And we have kind of our favorites that we like to do. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will be closed for refurbishment while we're there. That is otherwise one of the ones that we really like to do as a family. But we will be heading in that day and also trying new food as well. So when we go in, we usually always head towards Fantasyland. You know how people always choose right or left? We're going to the right, people. So just a little bit about us. The kids definitely want to ride Tomorrowland Speedway. They want to drive the cars, and I want to ride People Mover because it's back up and going, hopefully. We like riding Dumbo and all of those fun things back in the back of Fantasyland, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a favorite over that direction too. So we kind of head towards Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, and go that direction. So we'll probably ride some rides to start out, and then we have a lunch at the Skipper Canteen, and it's over at Adventureland, so we'll probably do some things over there around lunchtime. We've never eaten there, so this is another new meal for us. So I will share what we end up getting and what we think about that whole meal. And then we'll have a little bit more time to do some things around the park, to try some treats and ride some rides. And then for dinner that evening, I actually had a Be Our Guest dinner that I canceled and got Crystal Palace instead. So if you remember from one of our older videos, we've eaten breakfast at Crystal Palace before when it was a character meal. Had some very interesting interactions there, we'll say. But we're wanting to give it another try. We looked at their dinner menu. We're actually really into what they have on their dinner menu right now. So that's the reason we canceled Be Our Guest and ended up going with Crystal Palace. There wasn't actually any reservations available for Crystal Palace. I was setting up a reservation checker on Mouse Dining, and when I was setting it up for that, it popped up that one came available. So I just ran over to the website real quick and reserved it. So that was like really great luck. So we've done really well getting reservations for this trip. The only thing I don't have is Oga's Cantina at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And if one pops up, I may try to grab it, but that was kind of like an optional one. So everything we really wanted, like Sci-Fi Dine-In, and I haven't got to it yet, but Beaches and Cream and things like that, we managed getting. So that was exciting for this trip. So we'll end our evening at Magic Kingdom, dinner at Crystal Palace, and probably hang out till closing is what we typically do, and then head back to our resort. And then our last Disney day, we are just hanging out around the resort. We're checking out. We're going to go to Disney Springs, but we're not leaving right away because we're dividing the driving up into 2 days. So we're actually just going to drive a few hours up the road, so we don't have to leave Disney property very early. So we're going to do Disney Springs, hang out, possibly try to do the pool in the morning one more time. We're really excited about the pool at Beach Club. If you haven't seen it yet, just wait till the videos, you'll see why. But we're gonna do all that in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I was able to get a mid-afternoon reservation at Beaches and Cream, which if you don't know what Beaches and Cream is, it's like a little diner. It has regular food, but they're really well known for their shakes and their ice cream and their sundaes and all of those fun things. So we're gonna go kind of finish off our trip at Beaches and Cream, and then we'll probably, leave and head out and head to our hotel for the night, which is a few hours up the road in Florida. So that's kind of our itinerary. It's different for us this time because we're breaking up the driving on both ends over 2 days. But then we are also trying all new dining. All of the dining configurations are something we've never tried before. So even if it's someplace we've eaten before, like the Crystal Palace, we haven't eaten there for that meal before, or it's an all new restaurant to us. So all the dining is new. It's a new resort. All of us have never stayed at Beach Club before. I've stayed at Yacht Club, but I didn't have the whole family with me on that trip. I was at a conference and it was just me. So I'm really excited to see what everyone thinks about it. I'm excited for the kids to see Stormalong Bay. This pool is amazing. So I wasn't able to really go to the pool when I went to that conference because it was in January and it was really kind of chilly. And so we're going in the summertime, June. I intentionally kind of built this trip around being able to go to the pool and enjoy the resort activities and spend some more time at the resort, because I really kind of feel like as the kids are getting older, our trips will start to transition more that way. So we're excited, we're ready for a break, we're ready for some Disney and magic and just to hang out and relax for a few days. We will have Disney trip videos for our Disney Day in the Lives for each day that we're there. I'll bring you the experience videos from all the specific dining and specific experiences that we do, so you guys can see us making droids and making lightsabers and all of those cool things as well. I've had a couple requests for Disney Springs videos, so I'll try to bring you a video when we go to Disney Springs on just Disney Springs and what all is new there as well. But let me know if you have any requests. There's packing videos probably coming up before this and after this, how we always do our packing and planning series all together. And I'm also planning on doing a couple lives while we are away. So if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, unfollow me both of those places at BeingMommywithStyle. And I'll probably pop on a live a couple times, those two places. I may actually try to do a YouTube live. I don't typically do those, but I may make an exception for this trip and, just kind of share a couple of things live. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, we're just gonna go have a great time, take a lot of videos, take a lot of pictures, and hopefully make a lot of memories as well. So that's what it's all about. So hopefully you guys enjoy the whole series of Disney videos. If you're new to my channel, because I always have some people that have just found me recently within the past few months or so, and so they hit one of these Disney series of videos and they're like, what's going on? Everything just changed. Welcome, and if you check out the main front page of my channel, actually most people find my channel from Disney videos. So that is where a lot of you probably found me from anyways. But if you look at the front page of my channel, you can actually watch some of our older trips and kind of see the series of videos. We typically do a series of packing and planning videos, and then we go through our day in the lives, Disney day in the lives, that are in consecutive order, so you can kind of follow our vacation day by day. And then we have some wrap up reviews and experience vlogs at the end to share different things like room tours, what's in our park bags, and all those fun things as well. So let me know if you have any questions down below, and some Disney vlogs are headed your way very soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.